Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. This is just a little opportunity at the end of the day, the end of the week, just to refresh, reconnect, find some stillness. So give yourself the next 25 minutes, time out, put your phone on mute or silent, going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed, preferably somewhere quiet, sitting with your feet shoulder width apart. If you're sitting on a chair, cup your hands in your lap. Back reasonably straight, support your back, close your eyes, and just connect with your breath. So start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, breathing into the lower stomach. First phase of the breath, then into the heart center. Second phase, just feel this lovely warm energy rising up from the lower stomach and spine into your heart center, into your upper chest, into your head. So it's a maximal inhale breath. Just pause, scan your mind, and notice any obviously distracting or distressing thoughts. So thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future normally fit into that category. Any emotions that go with those, so maybe some resentment, some kind of grievance about something in the past, anxiety, worry about the future. Notice how that shows up in your body. Maybe there's a dryness in your mouth, sweaty palms, tight chest, knot in your stomach, the extreme nausea, panic attacks, wherever you are on that spectrum. Just notice, tune in, and now just with the help of the breath, just let go. Let full deep exhale out your mouth. Just releasing, surrendering, letting go. Blowing it all out. Creating some space, some openness. It's only an empty vessel can receive. And just empty your mind. So you allow these ideas I'm going to be sharing with you to just permeate into your deeper mind, your subconscious mind. So breathing in again. Nice deep breath in. Notice the stomach rise, the chest rise. Feel this life energy rising up. Like a wave in the ocean, just cresting in your head, in the crown of your head. You freeze frame the wave mentally for a few moments. Connect with the stillness, peace that lies in that. And then you exhale, sigh it all out. Exhale out through your nose, keep your mouth closed. Make the ujjayi sounds, a nice little vibration. You contract the throat, keep your mouth closed. So notice that sighing sound. It's like the ocean just sighing back, the wave sighing back into the ocean. The chest and the stomach suck back in. Okay, and come to rest. Find the stillness for a few moments, and then you repeat the cycle. You breathe in, the wave rises, feel that energy rising up, this life energy or kundalini energy as it's sometimes called. It rises up, you pause, find some stillness, and then you exhale. Process reverses, air flows out of your nostrils. Chest and stomach suck back in, notice the sighing sound, the vibration. Just by paying attention to all of these sense perceptions. You really bring your mind into the present moment awareness. And you start to quiet the monkey mind, the chatterbox mind that never shuts up, which is really the purpose of all meditation. So just keep watching your breath, breathing in this nice, deep, rhythmical pattern throughout this meditation. And just step back and watch the breath. So this isn't something you need to try and do. There's no conscious striving, stressing, straining, no conscious effort. You just observe, step back and watch this amazing process called breath just happen to you, through you, and for you. No conscious effort, stressing, straining, striving. That's the ego's program. This is about undoing that. So just watch, be still, be quiet, just look, watch. You need do nothing. Remind yourself there's really nothing else to do and nowhere else to go. Nothing else to think about for the next 20 minutes or so. Just breathe, relax, be still. And so into this quiet, calm, empty, spacious awareness that you've created with your breath, you're just going to drop today's ideas. This is from preliminary section to the series of workbook lessons. We're on what is sin. We're on lesson 260 today, so this is the last time we'll get to consider this very important section. So listen carefully. Just allow these words to permeate into your awareness. So you don't have to try and intellectually understand them or evaluate them, judge them, label them. You just allow them to sink in. And they will go into a deeper part of your mind where they are needed, where the ego resides. This is where the undoing of your thought system really happens in your subconscious. So just keep breathing, relaxing, watching your breath, staying very calm, still, open, empty, and aware. I'll remind you to check in with your breath periodically. And let these words just seep in to your awareness. So what is sin? And Jesus tells us that sin is insanity. It is the means by which the mind is driven mad and seeks to let illusions take the place of truth. And being mad, it sees illusions where the truth should be and where it really is. Sin gave the body eyes. For what is there the sinless would behold? What need have they of sights or sounds or touch? What would they hear or reach to grasp? What would they sense at all? To sense is not to know, and truth can be but filled with knowledge and with nothing else. Just keep watching your breath. I think this idea is just sink in, taking you beyond the body, beyond sense perceptions. So Jesus is telling us very clearly are part of this idea of sin, the idea that we can actually do something wrong, we can actually deny love. And we made up an illusion of a body and senses and physical world to support that. So the body is the instrument the mind made in its efforts to deceive itself. Its purpose is to strive. Yet can the goal of striving change? And now the body serves a different aim for striving. What it seeks for now is chosen by the aim the mind is taken as replacement for the goal of self-deception. Truth can be its aim as well as lies. The senses then will seek instead for witnesses to what is true. Just keep watching your breath, finding the stillness, the emptiness, the openness. And these words just sink in to that awareness. So sin is the home of all illusions, which would stand for things imagined, issuing from thoughts that are untrue. They are the proof, quote, that what has no reality is real. Sin proves God's Son, the extension of love, is evil. Timelessness must have an end. Eternal life must die. And God, or love himself, itself, has lost the Son he loves, the extension of love itself. It's but corruption to complete himself. His will forever overcome by death, love slain by hate, and peace to be no more. So pause, watch your breath. Jesus doesn't pull his punches. He's telling us exactly what sin does. This one tiny mad idea has wreaked havoc in our minds. It's created all kinds of seemingly awful horrors in the world. Disturbed our peace. And then he says, a madman's dreams are frightening, and sin appears indeed to terrify. And yet what sin perceives is by the childish game. The Son of God, the extension of love, may play. He has become a body, prey to evil and to guilt, with but a little life that ends in death. But all the while his Father shines on him and loves him with an everlasting love, which his pretenses cannot change at all. And now Jesus gives a plea, first of its kind in the workbook. It's an entreaty to us. Say, when will you listen? When will you wake up? How long, O Son of God, will you maintain the game of sin? Shall we not put away these sharp-edged children's toys? How soon will you be ready to come home? Perhaps today? There is no sin. Creation is unchanged. Would you still hold return to heaven back? How long, O Holy Son of God? How long? So just pause, watching your breath, reflect on that. How long will you wait? How long will you deny love by continuing to believe in the reality of sin? Which is really just the idea that we can actually deny love. We can do something to harm perfect love. And therefore we are guilty. This is the original sin. We're guilty and we deserve punishment. We deserve to suffer and to die because of this terrible crime we've committed. And yet, it's just a childish game. It's a game of make-believe. It's not true. None of these ideas are true. Just take a nice deep breath in. Through the nose, filling up the lower stomach. Blowing it up like a balloon. Second phase of the breath into the heart center. Feel this life energy rising up like a wave in the ocean. And then final sip of air into the head. So the wave crests, the life energy rises up. And in this still, calm, open, expansive awareness, Just drop today's workbook lesson idea from workbook lesson 260. Let me remember God created me. Or if you prefer, let me remember love created me. They mean exactly the same thing. And so scan your mind once more and notice any ideas of sin. That's the idea that you or anyone else can do something wrong, can harm or damage this eternal perfect love that created everything. Look at it. Look at how that idea shows up in many ways, many shapes and forms. Anxiety is a denial of perfect love. Grievances, attack thoughts, jealousy, hatred, anger. Notice these things, because we have to look in order to let them go. Notice how they show up in your body. Tightness in your chest, knot in your stomach, dry mouth, sweaty palms, clenched jaw. These are the subtle cues that you have forgotten who and what created you. So to remember, you just need to let go of these insane ideas and all the emotions that go with them. So as you exhale, just do that full deep exhale out your mouth, blowing it all out like a black smoke out of your mouth. Just releasing it all to the nothingness that it really is, always was, still is, always will be. These ideas, these thoughts have no absolute reality. They are illusions. The truth is that love created you, and as you were created, so you remain. So breathing in again, through the nose, filling up the lower stomach, letting this life energy rise up. Take another sip of air at the top, hold the breath briefly. Say Father, or Source, addressing your own highest self, part of your mind that's still in connection with your source. I did not make myself, although in my insanity I thought I did. Yet, as your thought, I have not left my source, remaining part of who created me. Your Son, my Father, my source, calls on you today. Let me remember you created me. Let me remember my identity. And let my sinlessness arise again before Christ's vision, through which I would look upon my brothers and myself today. So exhale. And again, just letting go of any blocks to the awareness of this loving presence that created you. Ideas of sin and guilt, which inevitably lead to fear and anger and attack. You just blow them all out and let them all go. You're willing to just surrender into this sinless state that is shown to you by Christ's vision. Christ is just your higher self. It's the highest conception of yourself that's possible within an illusion. Ultimately, in perfect oneness, in source, even that disappears. There's only itself. There's no separation at all, nothing to distinguish one part of it from another. But we use this language while we're trapped in apparent duality to help us to remember who and what we really are. So now is our source remembered, and therein we find our true identity at last. Holy indeed are we, because our source can know no sin. And we who are his sons, its extensions, if you prefer, because again, God is not a person. God doesn't have a gender. It's just language. You are the extensions of love itself, are like each other and alike to Him, to love itself. So, with that invitation, just sink in for a minute of silence to a deeper part of your mind. A deeper part of your mind in which you can remember, not just intellectually, but experientially. Actually have an experience of this deeper love. Give yourself that opportunity for the next minute of silence. Just breathe, relax, surrender. Drop your attention into your heart center. Let everything else go. There's nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about for the next minute. Just surrender in to the silence and remember that love created you. So just gently coming back into an awareness of your body through the breath. So notice the stomach rise as you inhale. Chest rise, subtle flow of air into your nostrils. Just life energy rising up. Cresting of a wave. Pause, find the stillness. Connect with the love. This little gap between inhale and exhale. And then exhale, sigh it all out. Notice the vibration in your throat as you do that. Chest and stomach suck back in. Drop your attention into your heart center. Just rest there for a few moments. Notice that this source, this awareness of the source is still there, hasn't gone anywhere. Can't go anywhere. It's your true nature, it's your true mind. So that's one. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 2. Just noticing all of your body senses. So what are you feeling and touching? Your hands, notice the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, feet touching the ground. Maybe there's a subtle taste in your mouth, a smell in your nose. Notice what you're hearing. Just the sounds in the surrounding environment. Whatever's going on. Whirring of a computer fan, the ticking of a clock, the shutting of a door. Voices in the background, whatever. And you just allow all that to be. There's no attempt to judge it, label it, name it, interpret it, evaluate it, resist it. Just notice from this very still, calm place. This is what it means to perceive non-judgmentally and to be rooted in God or love. Non-judgmental perception comes from this loving presence that is way, way beyond judgment in your mind. So 3, open your eyes, just look around. Apply this idea to whatever you happen to see. Just practice lesson 13 quickly. The benefit of those doing the Art of Letting Go course. So just look around and say, as your eyes just rest briefly on one thing and then on another, say a meaningless world in gender sphere. Notice how that makes you feel. And say to yourself, this world in gender sphere, because I think I'm in competition with God. Well, the statement may make no sense to you at all, but it's ultimately the truth. Just let that kind of sink in. You think you're in competition with love. This is the source of all fear. So just repeat today's idea one more time. Let me remember that God or love created me. And so I can't really be in competition with what created me. It's an insane idea. Notice this peaceful, calm, loving state that you're in. Anchor that state in for the rest of the evening. Resolve to stay there. To help you do that, you can use the shorter breath break I sent you, 3-minute recording this afternoon. Listen to that every hour this evening, and if anything arises to tempt you to get upset, to disturb your peace, use it in immediate response to that. So, wish you a very peaceful and loving evening, and look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. We've got a busy day tomorrow. There's 2 discussion sessions, one at 2 p.m. South African time. That's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. UK time. In the afternoon, if you're in Joburg, you're welcome to come to that. It's in Bryanston. Just let me know and I'll send you the details. And then we've got an evening session at 7 p.m. UK, 8 p.m. SA time, in which we're going to be doing the Name Your Game exercise for people doing the Art of Letting Go course, and having an open discussion about anything you want to discuss. Any questions, just bring that to the fore tomorrow evening. So I hope to connect with you then. Have a very peaceful evening in the meantime. Thank you for listening. If you're out there on YouTube and you'd like to join any of these sessions, just go to freemeditations.online. You can register and they'll get you access to the Zoom room. I'll also be broadcasting live on YouTube, so sign up to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to join. You'll get notified when I go live and you'll be able to join on YouTube. Thanks for listening, and hope to connect with you soon. Peace.